Naya Genuine Love Respect, my content is not for everyone. They back at it again, playing with spoke in a toxic way. They back at it again, playing with spoke in a toxic way. They back at it again, playing with spoke in a toxic way. All because they don't want you to elevate, neighbor. Catch your blessing right to left. Never dim your light. Hold on 1 second, neighbor, 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 neighbor. Neighbor, 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 neighbor. You ain't trying to be irrelevant when it come to playing with spoke in a toxic way. You operate at the love of God, that light that God endured within you that day. You know, when it comes to being your authentic self, that blueprint that they can't take away from you, they would try to water you down, not give you your flowers. They don't want to put respect on your name, or because they really want you to frown. How they had to take a whole community to go up against you, or because you truly had potential. They looked at you like competition, but you was never the issue. Hold on 1 second, you continue to elevate. They was misled by their own pain. It was one side if they forgot to love themselves. They recognized that, hold on 1 second, they was having an identity crisis. Hold on 1 second, this type of stuff happens when you least expect it. Hope because you don't have to play with spoken in types of way. What I look like going back and forth with somebody at the end of the day that doesn't see my vision, to see my growth, to understand my potential. Hold on 1 second, they do. That's why they try to shortchange you. They try to paint you out to be the villain in their story. Try to water you down and say you a copycat, but you fall from that. And fall from a hate, the energy is different. Misunderstood and loved by you, far from a copycat, what about you? Misunderstood and judged by you, far from a copycat, what about you? It's a train of thought for me. How folks be hiding behind their hands, playing with spoken in a toxic way. Talking about you got a low IQ score, but that was never the case because you wasn't trying to catch a case. When you the actual blueprint of the authentic, see, hold on 1 second. When it comes to your own character traits, you wasn't trying to be like nobody else because you wasn't trying to catch a case. No, that's the train of thought. What the fuck is wrong with people? I don't know, for real. What's wrong with people? You know, when you truly fall from a hater and you're not doing stuff for likes and views to be irrelevant, hiding behind spell work in a toxic way, that's not how you moving at the end of the day, because you ain't trying to be uncomfortable when it comes to the spiritual world, you know, because that's what we live in at the end of the day. Why would you want to dish your own fair share of unhealthy karma? How folks got to blackmail you, hack your devices, lie on your name right to left, trying to catch you, trying to paint you out to be a case at the end of the day. Or because of the fact that they had controlling issues. They tried to dim your light, to project pain. It wasn't an even exchange. Because God still took over the world. You know how it feels for folks to play in your face. But hold on 1 second, not today. Never allow someone to make you feel like you gotta live in fear. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding. When you fall from a copycat, that energy is different. How folks gotta do stuff for likes and views to stay irrelevant. And they gotta play with spoke in a toxic way. Just to try to dim your light when you wasn't trying to catch a case. They antagonize you, but you was never part of their race. The energy is different when they truly see your growth when it comes to elevation. They not understanding why the spell work ain't working. They not understanding that, hold on 1 second. Every time I try to kick you down to see you frown, you keep getting up. What is God really doing? They not understanding because we don't worship the same God. When it comes to potential, hold on 1 second. God allowed me to see my worth. Not to dim my light another day. Always be your authentic self, and I say that respectfully. I am Naya, Genuine Love Respect. And my content is not for everyone. And how this type of stuff actually happens. How when someone truly sees potential within you, and it doesn't matter where you are in your career, it doesn't matter where you are as an individual. When someone sees potential within you, they look at you like a threat. And because they look at you like a threat, they're going to make sure they shadow ban you. They're going to make sure they pay this person, pay that person not to look your way. You start to have conversations with certain individuals, they're like, nah, not today. I ain't going to allow someone to see the light that God endured within you. Because I'm going to paint you at the beast that you truly not. And I'm going to project pain. I'm telling everybody that you're a copycat, but I know you're not because you're the authentic one. This whole entire time, I was hating this whole entire time. To gaslight folks, because hold on 1 second. You truly had it going on. How this type of stuff happens. And people play with spoken in a toxic way to go up against an innocent person. That was you that day, neighbor. You know, when you worship God and you don't worship the devil, that energy is different on different types of level. Folks be like, I worship God. But it's two different gods because the real God, I don't mean no disrespect, but we don't look at our neighbor like competition. The energy is different. It's not that we think we better than somebody, but we understand the hold on 1 second while we stand before ourselves today. I don't run from my past. Energy is different. And I don't play with spoken in a toxic way. And I don't have to hack nobody's devices. And I don't have to destiny swipe with nobody because God gave me my own blueprint. That energy is different. And I don't have to play with spell towards my neighbor. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. I'm far from a copycat, far from a hater. I'm really authentic. Hold on 1 second, neighbor. Misunderstood and loved by you, far from a copycat, what about you? Misunderstood and judged by you, far from a copycat, what about you? It's a train of thought for me. You'll always be your authentic self. Catching your blessings right there, left. You didn't reject yourself because God's really showed you balance when it came to common sense, when it came to knowledge. Hold on one second. You ain't dim your light. Everybody not for you, and that's okay. But it's kind of funny how they thought we can relate. How they put you in competition, but you was never on the same level. When it came to getting out of character with somebody, when they had to pay somebody to get you out of character that day. That energy has different when folks be trying to antagonize you. How they got to send their trolls, their minions, at the end of the day to size you up. Or because you believed in your faith when it came to growth, that hold on one second. You wasn't wrong for speaking up for yourself that day. You ain't have to put your hands on nobody. That energy is different when they lied on your name. Continue to become your best self vision of yourself, regardless who didn't see you. To become your best self vision of yourself. Everybody's not missing part of your journey. But never allow a hater, like a neighbor, to make you feel like you're not worthy of loving yourself. And I say that respectfully. They would try to get you locked up. They would try to make you homeless. They would try to strip everything from you when it comes to your creativity so you won't get earnings off of it. But God saw everything. And it's a train of thought for me. Always be your authentic self and never allow someone to make you feel like you gotta live in fear. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. We all not the same when it comes to having that jealousy mindset. Because our blood flow don't run the same regardless of who you thought I was that day. It's kind of funny how folks take your kindness or weakness because you actually know how to respect you and able to stay in your lane. They look at you like the end of the day, you vulnerable, you slow, stupid, and retarded, but that was never the case. But they sit there and take notes on your creativity, trying to make it their own. That hold on one second. I'm gonna make sure I make you frown because ain't nobody gonna ever believe you because I'm gonna say that you crazy. How this type of stuff actually happens. Always protect your energy and protect you and your family. Peace and respect, so respect shall never stop the bars. Humanity where they don't dim their light. Never, 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 never confidence looks good on you. Always be yourself. I'm not Eugene Respect. Thank you for your time. Have a good day. Today is currently April 9th, 2025. My content is not for everyone. Have a good day.